Two things. Let me get this out the way. Hanging out with you guys. You know I love you guys. I miss you guys. Been a great summer. And getting back to the greatest game in the world.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Two conference rivals, C-Web, squaring off tonight. A little extra. You can feel it riding on this one.
Oh, yeah. You know how the conference rival games go. These games can mean a lot at the end of the season when you're talking about playoff seeding, tiebreakers, all that good stuff. And there's never been anything wrong, in my opinion, with a little mutual dislike. I mean, there are no friends when you step between these lines.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Boss is out there with Dines. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Horford in at the 4. Mirotic's shot is off.
I don't care who it is. You can't leave him wide open from that range.
Here's Francis. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Well, let's just call it what it is. Great body control on the lane. Takes the contact. Still knocks it in softly off the glass. I mean, that shot just can't be blocked the way he adjusted.
Here is Fernandez. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. The shot off that time. Good D by Ariza. Pass to Francis. Fires from the line. Outside, Towns. Good work defensively by Gasol.
Yeah, good interior D there. Prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
And stolen by Mirotic. And it's sent back by Horford.
Oh, the way Horford positions himself as the shot goes up. I mean, his defensive instincts are just absolutely fantastic.
And great effort on the boards. And what a mean
that
was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him at all times.
Yeah, fellas, he's a monster. He's never seen an offensive rebound he didn't think he could get to.
And Karl Anthony Towns, one of the most prolific three-point shooters in the league, at least top 3 amongst all 7-footers. And his three-point percentage elite as well, over 40%.
Now here's Gasol. Goes up from the top of the key. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Francis. The pass to Horford. Three-pointer. Towns. And it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got 5 now.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Outside Mirotic. Back to Rubio. Shot clock at 6. He kicks to Gasol. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. And Towns said he'd emulate Kevin Durant as a kid playing on the perimeter at Kentucky. Cal made him play inside, work in the post, and use his size.
So going back to his roots with his three-point shooting, the association experiencing a three-point renaissance, and he really does fit the mold.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Here's Dimes, covered by Rubio. Here's Ariza, the feed to Towns. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
And they're moving it up. A finish. And the dunk by Towns.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
Here's Dimes after the made shot from Ricky Rubio. Here's Dimes. Back to Horford. Shoots over Rubio, and the basket by Horford. Horford's got his first basket of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Rubio with it. Outside Mirotic. Here's Fernandez. The shot is good off the backboard.
Well, I think he's looking around wondering where the D is. I mean, nowhere near him, that's for sure.
Here's Dimes. Here's Horford. The offensive rebound. Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
Guys, those are the kind of hustle plays that keep a team in front.
Well, it's the first game of the regular season. Chris, talk about what you expect to see this year in the league overall, the feel you think you're going to get.
Well, I think there's going to be two sides. It's a copycat league, so you're going to see some teams that are going to try to speed up the play. You're going to see some teams that try to increase three-pointers and decrease their mid-range jumpers. And then reality will set in, and then they'll have to kind of get back to playing regular basketball. And for some teams, it's just straight development. How can you develop your young players and get them along with maybe some veterans who are going to be transitioned out in the middle of the year? So right now for coaches, GMs, presidents, there's a lot of optimism, but there's also a lot of prodding and self-examination to see where they would be a year from now, as opposed to putting all their eggs in this season.
Now here's Rubio. Gasol finds Mirotic. Yes, that goes in.
I like that feed from Gasol. I mean, when you've got your five moving the ball like that, it lifts everybody.
And the call will be against D. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Towns. He's got, count it, his second make in 4 attempts.
And boy, have they come out strong. Real offensive board.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch the team. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you. Do you think?
I don't think it's ever wrong to focus on defense first. It sets a tone that can last for an entire game.
Oh, and it could lead to some easy points too, Greg. I bet you that they turn a lot of turnovers into transition buckets today.
Home team on D. They trail by 6. To the paint. Here's Horford. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
Kicks it to Gasol. Here's Rodriguez, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And checking out numbers for Towns. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 21 points per game last year, 12 rebounds and 2 assists. And he continues to hone his game. I think the potential is there.
Oh, yeah, you can see the potential, but it's raw. He needs to keep refining that skill set.
First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Pass to Roberts. Here's ABC, defended by Ibaka.
Yeah, easy call.
He's off on the first. That one misses. Gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark.
Oh, it's a confidence shaker when you can't hit a wide open 3 like that.
Down low, Gasol with the steal. Now here's Rodriguez. Defense right on him. Ibaka, the pass to Rodriguez.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda. And Pau Gasol really on the tail end of what has been a Hall of Fame career. He's a 2-time champion, international star, nothing left to prove, but still manages to put up points with his sharp approach to the game.
Here's the quick. 6 on the shot clock. Passes to ABC. It's deflected, and so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
And don't forget about the good hand-eye coordination. I mean, he almost corralled it in for the steal.
And with Pau Gasol, even after almost 2 decades in the league, Greg, he is still a very effective player.
You know, Pau just never seems to get credit for how smart a player he is. When he makes a play on offense, he knows exactly how a defense will react, what will open up, and what the best options are. Kobe knows just how great a teammate Gasol is, and Gasol's knowledge of the game really on an elite level.
Gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. The putback, it's good on the putback. 6 points for Q.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Defended by Gasol. Pass to Vargas. Can they get it? And the layup is up and in. Z's got his first bucket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded close to the middle. It's tipped, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Five to shoot. Inside. Gasol, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. To the middle. Here's Freak. Good. And Rodriguez gets the assist. Freak's got his first bucket in this one.
They are just killing them on the interior.
1:19 left to play in the first quarter. He was all alone on that one.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
Now here's Gasol. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Freak kicks to Hernan Gomez. Offside Gasol. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Here's Roberts. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Now here's Gasol. To the inside. Here's Ibaka. He doesn't hit that one.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
Now Rodriguez. 6 points for him. The pass to Gasol to stop the run. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And the stick-with-it attitude of Gasol just overwhelming the defense with his length.
And don't go away. We'll be right back. Marc Gasol so appreciated by his fans, and certainly a lot of Spanish-speaking fans excited about his success.
It's just fun. You see more fans on the stands that speak Spanish, even they're from Spain or Argentina, Mexico, whatever they're from. They support the Spanish-speaking people, and they love the game also.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking fans a connection to the NBA.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Oh, yeah, this is how they squeezed out extra possessions and captured the early lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. They've got ABC, also Z out there, and it's Montero in at the 3, the small forward. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Pau Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. He knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys?
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you. Off target at the rim.
A hand right in his face on the leg.
No good on that one. Gotten only 1 of their 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And Ibaka slams it in.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Off the mark and a bad shot there.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, because you're spread out. It could be difficult to contest these shots, but not for him.
A nice shot by Rodriguez. Rodriguez has got 13 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Chris, when you were playing, you moved between a couple teams. What's the hardest part about getting traded that fans may not understand?
One is your ego. You don't want to usually leave. If you didn't ask for a trade, you don't want to leave that town, that city, the fans, or your players that have become friends. If you happen to be a parent, think about it. Your kids may be switching schools in the middle of the year. What if you have a kid that's in his senior year of school and you have to be traded and you may have to take the family with you? So many just tough situations for individuals and for families. The bond you develop with fans in the city and players, members of the organization is very strong. And so it's a lot of times it's shocking and hurtful. It's how quickly can you adjust, because that new team wants you and needs you back.
Good insight. Here is Fernandez. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Here's Montero. Misses off the left iron. Gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Here's Thunder. Puts up a 3. Fernandez. That's good. Fernandez has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That free throw, no good.
And already a leader at such a young age. Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends, and he has not disappointed.
And the second free throw, good. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Thunder. He kicks it to Fernandez. And here's Rubio. Pass to Thunder. Clock at 6. 14 feet away. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Inside. Puts it up from 7. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Towns has got 14 points.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's Rubio. Shoots from 14, and Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
To the left side wing. Rubio left side. Kicks to Fernandez. From deep. The shot, no good. Good D by Ariza. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Oh, man. How about that vision from Horford? I mean, it's all about hitting the open man. High efficiency offense right there.
And, Chris, a unique aspect of Horford's game, he's the rare big who can repeatedly initiate the offense.
Oh, yeah, he's a good ball handler, has great vision. You see him making the right decision time and time again. He's the consummate team player.
Outside, Towns. Kicks it out to Ariza. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists tonight.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Now, here's Gasol. He has 5. And it's sent back by Horford. And here's the fast break. Here's Towns. Gasol with the defensive effort. Gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Here's Thunder. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. You know, C-Web, we're seeing the game evolve. So often the players are the trailblazers, and I'm sure there are guys that you think are changing the game the most.
How many times can you say we've seen something that we've never seen before?
Right.
And to be honest with about that. And Steph Curry, we've never seen that before. He's weaponized the three-pointer more than anyone before, and he's broken his own records. And the great part about it, he plays so balanced. And then you have to look at his teammate. I think at the end of his career, his teammate, Kevin Durant, may be the best offensive player that's entered the NBA. He has that type of skill set because of his height, because of his shooting, his passing and dribbling, and he plays on a team with some willing passers, and he's a 7-footer. So I get excited when I think about those guys. And then again, the ball handling of Kyrie Irving, I think that is changing the game, along with Harden and being able to draw the fouls that he draws as well on that fast break.
Good examples. The offensive rebound, Horford. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they continue to control the glass.
And an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
And the chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
Let's take a look at some numbers for Rubio. A very nice season for him last year. 13th in steals, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And as we saw last season, a difficult guy to run the offense against. Constantly jumping the passing lanes. Always a threat to create a turnover. Now, here's Rubio. Pass to Gasol. He can't get that one. Good work defensively by Horford. Gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Here's Sosa. Out of hand on it. One-on-one fast break. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better. Mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Pau Gasol's checked in for Marc Gasol. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And Trevor Ariza, such a steady veteran.
I mean, just long, a versatile defender, can also knock down the triple. When you look at how far he's come since he entered the league as really just a raw athlete, it's a credit to his work ethic, no doubt about it. He has mastered his role.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Here's Dimes, and there's the pass to Ariza. Passes it to Delgado. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Sosa. With the clock winding down, and he jams it with authority.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. Outside Gasol. And finished off by Mirotic.
And what about the way Gasol sees the floor? So gifted at whipping the ball all over to the open man.
Here's primetime, covered by Mirotic. And the foul called on ABC. That's foul number 2 for him. Freaks checked in for Michael Jordan. 1:31 left here in the second. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The first free throw is good. ABC's checked in for Trevor Ariza. He hits both from the stripe. Gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Now, here's Rubio. Gasol, looking around, puts it up. That's good for Mirotic on the assist by Gasol. Mirotic has got 4 points this quarter.
With the run he's on in the second quarter, I mean, his field goal percentage is tremendous right now.
Pass to Roberts. Here's Dimes. 5 on the clock. There's the pass to ABC. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
And if you want to drive your coach crazy, this is a good place to start.
Come on, man. This is a clown move. Heaving it from the parking lot, showing very little respect for the game.
And it's a foul called on Doc. That is his first foul of the game. .34 seconds left in the first half. Over to the wing. Santa Materio. No good from outside. With confidence, 50% from the field so far. Kicks it to Roberts. Tipped away. Six to shoot. Here's Montero. Shoots over Rodriguez, but they'll get another chance. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. The away team up 6. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, you got some scoring going in that first half. What did you take advantage of?
I'm just finding spots, not chasing it, letting it come to me. Just using what my teammates give me.
Productive half so far, Karl Anthony. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. What a start it was for Karl Anthony Towns. He had 14 points, 3 assists, and 7 rebounds. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
Well, we knew Big Cat had all the tools to be a star, and now we're seeing the maturity. It's sometimes hard for one-and-dones to come in and be consistent from possession to possession. But now that he's had some time under his belt, he's able to maintain his focus and play up to his potential over long stretches. I love that about him, Ernie.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, if you can't shoot the ball, you might want to stop chucking it up. They keep trying the three, but it's not going down. They're relying too much on the three ball. Way too much. It's good when it's falling for you, but when it's not, you have to try something else.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
Yeah, the kind of leadership he provides, the pinpoint passing, we saw it all there on display in that first half.
Well, as a finisher, you're expected to play in that kind of environment because you know you could get the ball at any time.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Marc Gasol is out there with Mirotic. Then it's Ricky Rubio. Then it's D, and Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. On defense, the home team. 6-point game. Now here's Ariza, defended by Fernandez. And Towns throws it down.
He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. He's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. Horford is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Dimes, and it's Francis in at the 2. Now here's Gasol. Just 5 on the clock, and Fernandez gets to Gasol. From deep, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond, and then on Saturday. Doing it pretty well, close to 50%. Second half rolling along now, about a minute played here, and Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Gasol with the steal.
That's going to be an easy bucket if he doesn't get his hand to that pass. Well defended.
And here we go with Horford running up the court. Ariza no up.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, you love how physical Ariza is, just attacking the D and earning the call in the process.
And Chris, Trevor Ariza, a player who does all the little things to help you win games.
Steady. I mean, he does the work. He doesn't complain. I mean, he's a soldier. One of those guys who will run through a wall if that's what it takes to win.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
Free throw good from Trevor Ariza.
And during Ariza's career, he has established himself as an effective role player and fantastic outside shooter and a tenacious defender.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 47% from the floor, getting it done. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Mirotic's shot is off.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
And the dunk by Horford.
Oh, don't get in his way. Horford not to be denied when he gets in that close.
Rubio outside. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Shot clock at 5. The 19-footer is on the money.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Outside, Towns. He dishes it to Ariza. To the paint, stolen by Rubio. The 11-footer, it's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. For 3. Mirotic grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The shot's good from Gasol. Gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Dimes, covered by Rubio. One-on-one here. Gasol dishes to Rubio. 6 to shoot. Goes up on the high post. And Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down.
The D a little slow to get in his face. They're fortunate it didn't cost him.
Pass to Francis. Towns, and it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got 18 points in the game.
Well, he's played a smart and strong game. His field goal percentage proves it.
As their comeback bid had better get started.
I don't know, guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one.
Compared to when you were playing, C-Web, how have the baseline skill requirements for the 4s and the 5s, the power forwards and the centers, changed, do you think, the most?
The ability to stretch the floor. There's a lot more emphasis on mobility, especially at the defensive end. And I don't think you can have a player who is a specialist anymore in the game. I've played with some great defenders, the Ben Wallaces, the Davis boys there in Indiana, but those positions are no longer valued or needed anymore. You can no longer be a defensive player that can't score on the other end. You have to be a player in the NBA now with the total skill set. That means mobility, shooting, dribble, passing. All of those things have to be encompassed, or there's a way to make sure to highlight you with the mismatch and take you out of the game.
Good documentation. I like that. And there it is for him. And the home team has possession, trailing by 10. Rubio finds Hernan Gomez. And the foul called on Dimes. That is his first foul of the game. To the middle, another steal.
Oh, look, he was laying in wait for that pass. I mean, lured him into his trap.
Francis' shot is off.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
He gets it in there. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Here's Dimes, covered by Rubio. Towns, wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Towns has got 9 points here in the second half. Gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far.
Oh, tremendous reach on the block by Ariza, making a real effort on defense.
Gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Passes it to Vargas. Another shot. And Towns finishes inside. Towns has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Something lit a fire under him this quarter. Their lead's safe as long as he's on the floor.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Rubio taking his time here. 5 to shoot. It's deflected. They recover it. Shot's good by Hernan Gomez. Gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Here's Dimes, covered by Rubio. Down low. Here's Towns. And that one hits back iron.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation, the coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
Now, here's Rubio. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and, of course, it is a copycat league. hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Shots good by Montero. Montero's got 5 points so far.
Way to work the inside-out game. Draws the defense in and kicks it out for the open shot.
Rodriguez passes to Freak. It's good from about 19 feet. Here's Montero. He has 5. To the inside. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Inside, Rodriguez. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Fires top of the key. Good D by Ariza. Gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Rodriguez kicks to Hernan Gomez.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Give the loose D an assist on that one. Get a body on him.
Ariza outside. Shot on the wing. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the paint. Here's Freak. And the pass to Hernan Gomez. 13 feet away. Ibaka, no luck. And 47% from the field in the third. To the paint. Here's Towns. Oh, and he misses the dunk. And 45% from the field since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And that one's good. Freak. Freak's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Well, the pace right now, that's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style of game.
And let's check out the numbers for Gasol. Good season for him last year. Averaged 10 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet.
Here's Montero. He's got 5. Great open look there. He's got 12.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first 2 quarters, though.
Now here's Rodriguez. 13 points in the game. And here is Hernan Gomez. Passes to Santa Materio. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Inside, Montero, and the rebound goes to Pau Gasol.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
No good from Hernan Gomez. Being at 46%, making some buckets. Here's ABC. Sweet little floater. ABC's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, the floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
Here's San Materio. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Rodriguez. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the visiting team. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action after this word. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. They've got Marc Gasol. Pau Gasol is out there with Mirotic, and then it's Little General, and it's Rodriguez in at the 1 spot. Pass to Santa Materio. Outside Mirotic, just 5 to shoot. Pass to Rodriguez. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Al Horford is checked in for prime time. Here's Montero. The pass to ABC. To the right side. Horford against Gasol. The baseline jumper goes down. And it's 8 points for Al Horford.
And Horford is a calm presence on the court and in the locker room. He simply skies up and buries jumpers routinely over stiff defense.
Now here's Rodriguez. Outside Mirotic. Shot clock at 6. This one for 3. Montero grabs the miss.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, because you're spread out. It can be difficult to contest these shots, but not for him.
Here's Rodriguez. Can't hit from the elbow. Shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. To the paint. Here's Roberts, defended by Gasol. Montero passes to Horford. Fires it up. And too long on the shot. Gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Shot from 12. Gasol, no good.
Not easy to miss a clean look inside like that, but he manages to do it.
Shot by Roberts, no good.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Gasol. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got rebound number 5 here tonight. He kicks it to Roberts, to the paint. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
So both teams changing it up here. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. He's not satisfied with their effort level. He said, we're not hustling out there, guys. We are not going to win that way. I promise you. We've got to get after it. We'll see how his team responds.
They get it back. Mirotic, and that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Here's ABC. Powered down with both hands.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Passes it to Gasol. And they're running. And he makes good on the layup.
And showing a good nose for the ball there. Picks it clean, and he's off to the races.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to waste that effort. You want to cash in on these extra possessions. They certainly did that time.
That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. And it's 9 points for Marc Gasol. To the left wing. Kicks it to Roberts. From past the arc. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. 3-pointer Fernandez. Rebound by Roberts. Gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Got a piece of it. And that's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. On Thursday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons. And then on Friday, And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his 5th foul.
And it's clear he's been a little out of control here tonight. The refs clearly have their eyes on him, and that's number 5.
Home team on D. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Shot clock at 5. Out left to the wing. Here's Sosa. Good on the 3-point shot.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Rubio. Left side Gasol. Over Towns. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He gets some extra attention from the D on that trip, and it throws a shot off.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Towns. Trevor Ariza's checked in for ABC. And Towns drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And Rubio kicks to Mirotic. Last year, the NBA moved the trade deadline to before the All-Star break, C-Web. Did you like that decision?
It caused teams to make trade decisions much sooner, and I like that. But I don't like the fact that maybe if, let's say, I'm a fan of Utah Jazz and you trade the player that we love so much and he's an all-star and I can't root for him as a Utah Jazz fan. So as a fan, it gets a little bit tricky because that's still my player and I want to celebrate with this guy at the All-Star break, but maybe I can't. But I think that what it does is it makes the teams much more competitive because no longer can you sit back and wait and have the time you could before to think as much as you could. Now you have to make a decision on who your team is, the identity, and do you want to get better now or take the risk now? And I think it's put some teams on the hot seat, and I like seeing teams on the hot seat having to make decisions quickly.
So he gets them both. Rodriguez with it. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Fernandez. Back to Rodriguez. Clock at 6. Here's Mirotic. No good, unable to end this run. Pass to Horford. Wants to get it to Ariza and does. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Some call it the Ewing theory, teams that play better without relying on a star player. But Chris, how sustainable is that?
It's not sustainable. It's real cute until you have the teams that are focused and want to win come in. And usually that Ewing theory, that's usually like in the 5th week of the season or before All-Star break when teams are figuring out themselves. Once everybody has identified their strength and their weaknesses, you need that horse to ride. You need that big hoss in there, that guy that's dependable every night. And as long as he's a willing passer, unselfish player, no, you need those guys. I don't believe that teams are better without their main guy. Maybe for short stretches, players can rally, but you look at championship winners. I'm trying to think of one that didn't have a superstar on their roster. I just don't buy into that theory.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Ariza outside. Drills the three-pointer.
And the three-point shooting skills of Ariza are just lethal. A volume shooter from there who can flat out light it up.
Shooting about 42% so far. Outside Mirotic. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defenses adjust, though.
Here's Dimes. Dishes to Ariza. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Francis. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Releases. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Well, his stroke has not been what they needed it to be, but looks like they're going to keep going to him.
2 points. That one goes.
Oh, I love the way Ariza sticks it to the defense, out-muscling and out-working anyone in front of him.
Rodriguez kicks to Fernandez. The pass to Mirotic. Now here is Ibaka. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns is... Here's Horford. Drains the three-pointer. Horford's got 5 points now this quarter.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Passes it to Fernandez. Now Ibaka over Ariza. Good D by Ariza. Here's Francis. Outside, Towns. Some incredible performance in recent years, C-Web. Are there any NBA records you think that will be broken soon?
Well, let's see. Maybe Curry will break his record again for threes in a season. He beat himself. He's 1 and 2 in that. Maybe he'll be 1, 2, and 3. Or he and Klay Thompson. Maybe Klay Thompson will be 1, 2, 3, right? You know how that goes. How about Wilt's most consecutive triple-doubles at 9? That seems crazy. Curry's most threes in the game at 13. Shout out to Dennis Scott that was at 12. But sorry, D. Scott. Curry, he can shoot too. And how about the most points in the game by a team? 186. I would love to see that one broken. So
you'd love to play in that one.
I would love to play in that one. How many threes are going to be shot in that game?
Yeah.
But the great thing about it as a fan, I don't know which ones are going to be broken, but I'm watching because we want to see records get broken.
Here's the quick. Puts up a 3. Drops in the tray.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
Stacks on stacks on stacks. They're looking to stack up some points. They've gotten into a nice groove from out there.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Doing it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Horford, no luck.
The active defense making things very hard on him as he goes in for the layup.
Last season, C-Web, the league implemented rules for resting starters. Has that had any effect, in your opinion, so far?
I'm not a big fan of it. I think that this should be something that's held in the locker room, that if you're a player and you're hurt or if you're tired, that you and your coach should be able to talk about it and definitely he manage your body the way that a coach should. But I don't think that this should be something that's just out on the table that I can take a rest day. It's just never been in the game. This is a new precedent. But I do love what the commissioner and the NBA has tried to do is address the issue because it was getting out of hand, resting players, especially on national televised games. If I'm a fan and I'm coming there to watch my favorite player and you're not playing there tonight and I've saved up for these tickets for months, gotten good grades, done everything my dad has said to do, and he's taking me to the game and you don't show up?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's a big letdown.
That's it. And so Mirotic nails both of them. Being at 48% from the floor. Looking good. 1:12 left to play here in the fourth. The quick. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now here's Rodriguez. Mirotic gets the bucket.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
Here's the quick, and stolen by Mirotic. Here's Freak. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Here's Montero. Pass to the quick. Here's the three. Shot's good by Montero.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
At this point, it's just icing on the cake. Terrific run, closes it out.
Rodriguez passes to Mirotic. Freak kicks to Rodriguez. Takes the three. Doesn't go that time. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Al. You guys do it as a five-man unit on the